Hello students, welcome to EduTap. I'm Tanushree. First of all, I wish you all a very happy Independence Day, and I just wish that we all can be the citizens worth dying for. A lot of people, a lot of sons, a lot of daughters of this country have sacrificed their everything for us. So the least we can do is to be the citizens worth dying for. Okay, so on this note, I'll start today's video. See students, as far as NABARD grade examination is concerned, a lot of students have a lot of myths and a lot of misconceptions, and because of these misconceptions, because of these myths, they often have to give an entire attempt. It costs them an entire attempt. So today I'm going to address that what these myths are, and if these myths are not true, then what is the truth, right? So let's get started. The first myth is that पढ़ाई बहुत करनी है, ठीक है, बहुत सारा हमें पढ़ना है, पीआईवी भी करनी है, न्यूज़पेपर भी करना है, ये मैगजीन भी करनी है, वो मैगजीन भी करनी है। उस दोस्त ने कहा है कि इस कोचिंग का मटेरियल अच्छा है तो ये भी कर लेते हैं, उस कोचिंग का मटेरियल अच्छा है तो चलो वो भी कर लेते हैं। नो स्टूडेंट्स, दैट इज नॉट द केस एज फार एज दिस एग्जामिनेशन इज कंसर्न। यहाँ पर आपको बहुत मिनिमम चीजें पढ़नी है, बिल्कुल मिनिमम पढ़ना है, लेकिन उसमें आपके कॉन्सेप्ट्स बहुत अच्छे होने चाहिए, उसमें आपके रिविजन्स बहुत अच्छे होने चाहिए। कल ही हमारा एक मेंटर्स टॉक हुआ था, अर्ली मॉर्निंग 8 o'clock एक सेशन होता है मेंटर्स टॉक, कल वो हुआ था। वहां पर आई मेट अ स्टूडेंट, तो उन्होंने कहा कि मैम आई हैव रेड एवरीथिंग, आई हैव रेड ऑल द करंट अफेयर्स, बट व्हेन आई एम सॉल्विंग द मॉक्स आई एम नॉट एबल टू get a lot of marks, right? My score is not that good. Where am I lacking? See students, she was lacking in the revision, and a lot of you must also be facing the same problem. You must have read a lot, you must have studied from a lot of sources, but now you have not revised it. Since you have not revised it, you are not able to score really good in your mock test, right? So remember that at this point of time your focus should be on revision rather than covering a lot, right? Entire syllabus के पीछे भाग रहे हैं, ये भी कर लेते हैं, वो भी कर लेते हैं. No, please have a look at the trend of the examination, have a look at the cutoff of the examination, and then decide, and then make this rational decision what you have to do, and the most important, what you don't have to do, right? So that is how you have to plan things, ठीक है? सारा का सारा नॉलेज आपको इसी एक महीने में नहीं ले लेना है, ठीक है? नॉलेज लेने के लिए पूरी लाइफ पढ़िए, यू कैन रीड अ लॉट ऑफ बुक्स थ्रू आउट योर लाइफ, बट राइट नाउ योर फोकस शुड बी ऑन क्लियरिंग द एग्जाम एंड नॉट टू बी अ बुक कलेक्टर और अ नॉलेज कलेक्टर, राइट? सो दैट वाज द फर्स्ट मिथ कि पढ़ाई बहुत ज्यादा करनी है, बहुत सारे सोर्सेज से करनी है। ऐसा नहीं है, आपको पढ़ाई अच्छे से करनी है और उसको रिवाइज और ज्यादा अच्छे से करना है। उसके बाद आता है सेकेंड मिथ विच इज एआरडी तो बहुत मुश्किल है, एआरडी कैसे होगा? सो स्टूडेंट्स, लेट मी टेल यू कि आपको किसी साइंटिस्ट लेवल की तैयारी थोड़ी करनी है। यू आर नॉट प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर सम एग्रीकल्चर साइंटिस्ट एग्जामिनेशन, राइट? सो यू डोंट हैव टू स्टडी वेरी टफ एआरडी और यू नो वेरी टफ कॉन्सेप्ट्स ऑफ फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री और बायोकेमिस्ट्री. नो, you don't have to. You have to read very simple, very easy to understand concepts of agriculture, right? These are not the concepts which you are unheard of, ठीक है? आपने कभी सुने ही नहीं होंगे, या आपने कभी ऐसा कुछ देखा ही नहीं, या अगर पढ़ रहे हैं तो समझ ही नहीं आएगा। जिस एज में आप हैं, अगर आप कोई नया सब्जेक्ट भी पिकअप करते हैं, इट इज नॉट गोइंग टू बी डिफिकल्ट फॉर यू, एंड एज फार एज द एआरडी इज कंसर्न, द कॉन्सेप्ट्स आर रियली सिंपल. ट्रस्ट मी, they are really simple. You will be able to do it, you will be able to understand it. So please don't have a fear of ARD, right? Even if you are somebody who is from non-agriculture background, and if you are devoting 1 month, 1.5 months to your agriculture preparation, you will be able to cover ARD really well. Trust me, you will be able to cover it. And now if you are somebody who is really short on time, then there are 7 most important chapters in the agriculture, and even if you are covering these chapters, you will be able to comfortably clear the sectional cutoff, and not just the sectional cutoff, well above the sectional cutoff marks you will be able to score if you are covering these 7 chapters. What are those? Agronomy, farming systems, soil and water conservation, plantation and horticulture, animal husbandry and poultry, fisheries, forestries, right? So if you are covering these 7 chapters, you will be able to score really good marks in the ARD, and these are not at all very tough concepts. Most of these concepts you must have studied in school somewhere, right? So please don't fear ARD. The third thing is that banking वाली GA अगर कर ली तो नाबार्ड की जीए तो हो ही जाएगी, ठीक है। व्हाट हैपेंस इज देन व्हेन स्टूडेंट्स आर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर गवर्नमेंट एग्जाम, दे fill the form of a lot of examination and they think that GA for all the examination is same. It might be the case or it might not be the case, but it is definitely not the case as far as the NABARD grade examination is concerned. Here the GA which is being asked is not similar to any other XYZ examination. Why I am saying so? Because in most of the examination, what we are most concerned about, the name of the scheme, the ministry of the scheme, right? So these many things, or at best the objectives of the scheme. But if we talk about NABARD, so they might go in a lot of depth, okay? Let's take the example of these schemes only. So they might ask you the budgetary allocation, they might ask you the beneficiaries, right? They might ask you the age bracket of the beneficiaries, they might ask you the questions about the provisions of those schemes, right? So that is how deep the GA is covered as far as the NABARD examination is concerned. So please don't take GA lightly. And secondly, don't think that since you have covered GA for any other examination, you'll be able to easily sail through the NABARD grade examination is concerned. So please, as far as this myth is concerned, please come out of this myth. Please come out of this shell and prepare for the GA according to the requirement of NABARD examination, right? Now the fourth myth which students have is नॉन मेरिट तो बिना पढ़े ही हो जाएगा, ठीक है। सेक्शनली तो क्लियर करनी है, वो तो हम ऐसे ही कर लेंगे, उसके लिए कौन पढ़ता है, ठीक है। एक रियलिटी बताती हूँ, हर साल हंड्रेड्स ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स ऐसे होते हैं जो इस एग्जाम के फेस 1 को सिर्फ इसलिए नहीं क्लियर कर पाते क्योंकि वो नॉन मेरिट में रह जाते हैं। अगेन ये एक वीडियो में मैंने पहले भी दोहराया था, एक दिन में मैंने ऐसे 3 स्टूडेंट्स देखे थे। दैट डे वी हैड अ मेंटर्स टॉक एज वेल एंड अ कैलेंडरली कॉल एज वेल। ऑन द सिंगल डे दैट डे आई एनकाउंटर्ड 3 such students who were not able to clear decision making. Now let me tell you what was the cutoff of decision making. Out of 10 marks you were supposed to score 1.25 marks. That was the cutoff for the decision making and students were not able to clear this cutoff despite them scoring really good marks in the merit section. Please don't let non-merit ruin all your hard work. If you are somebody who have already been preparing for the non-merit section, who have already prepared for some other examination and who is confident for the non-merit section, what you can do is that start giving the mock test. Analyze that whether or not you are well prepared for the NABARD examination. And if you are somebody who is not good in mathematics, who is not good in the non-merit section, please don't take it lightly. Don't take that low cutoff lightly, right? Especially of the subjects like decision making, computer knowledge and English. इन 3 सब्जेक्ट्स को बच्चे बहुत लाइटली लेते हैं और ये उनको सबसे ज्यादा कॉस्ट करता है उनके एग्जामिनेशन के अंदर, ठीक है। तो प्लीज आप यहाँ पर अपने नॉन मेरिट सेक्शन को उसकी ड्यू इंपॉर्टेंस दीजिए, ठीक है। सो दैट वाज द थर्ड मिसकंसेप्शन कि नॉन मेरिट के बिना पढ़े भी हो जाएगा, नहीं होगा। उसके बाद में आता है इकोनॉमिक्स में कमजोर हूँ, मुझसे तो एग्जाम कहाँ ही होगा, ठीक है। ऐसा नहीं है। बहुत से स्टूडेंट्स को मैंने देखा है जब NABARD की बात आती है, स्पेशली जब NABARD की बात आती है, चलो मैं किसी और एग्जाम के बारे में अभी बात नहीं करूंगी, लेकिन जब NABARD के बारे में बात होती है तो वो लोग कहते हैं कि इकोनॉमिक्स तो नहीं आती, हम लोग इकोनॉमिक्स बैकग्राउंड के नहीं है। जो एग्रीकल्चर बैकग्राउंड के होते हैं उन्हें फिर इकोनॉमिक्स से डर लगने लग जाता है, ठीक है। तो ये स्टूडेंट्स के अंदर एक बहुत मेजर इशू होता है। बट लेट मी टेल यू, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल द फर्स्ट थिंग इज दैट एज फार एज द स्टैटिक पार्ट ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स इज कंसर्न, इट हैज अ वेरी लेस वेटेज। आउट ऑफ 40 क्वेश्चंस, hardly around 5 to 8 questions are asked in the static part. The static part of economics is asked in the ESI, hardly of 5 to 8 marks, right? Secondly, even if you want to prepare for these 7-8 marks, the 5-8 marks, it is not very difficult. There are sources and it is very easy. Economics is also again a very easy subject because these are the things which are happening in our day-to-day life. So it will not be something very difficult for you. Let me tell you those free resources as well. If you are somebody who is completely new to this subject, then you can refer to the macro NCERT of class 12th. Apart from that, you can also listen to Mrunal sir's video, right? Mrunal sir's video on YouTube. There is a playlist in which he is explaining all the basic concepts of the economics. You can refer to that video and can get an idea how tough get an idea that how you can cover economics is. Economics is not that difficult. First of all, you don't have to give a lot of importance to the static part because the weightage is less. Even if you are giving the weightage, and which I think that if you are having the time, then you should be giving the importance, you should be giving the due importance to the subject. Then these are the free resources you can access and can take help from. So these were the 5 misconceptions regarding the NABARD grade examination. And on this note, I'll take a leave from you, and I hope now a lot of myths have been busted, reality check have been given to you. Now prepare well for your examination. All the very best and take care.